With death as our eternal companion, there is no time for anything but meaningful action right now. Welcome everybody to a new episode of PhilosophyBoss. I hope all of you guys are having a great day, and today I want to talk about a powerful concept that I came about a couple of years ago. And this has become more relevant than ever, when there seems to be a crisis regarding masculinity. And this concept is a great addition to our series about Miyamoto Musashi and the law of attraction. And here's the problem: if you pay attention while being on social media, modern masculinity is often pushed into one of two extreme sides. First of all, being a brutal aggressor, or secondly, being a spineless weakling. And the social media algorithms are programmed in a way to keep users on the platform for as long as possible, by triggering the user's dopamine system. This is why on one side, hustle gurus are on the rise, promoting a superficial consumption-based lifestyle and rising on the socio-economic hierarchy, which is very ego-based and also promotes becoming an alpha and suppressing other people. And on the other side, you have the rise of sims who have no self-respect. And both extreme sides pose a threat to masculinity. And this is where the concept of the warrior of the light comes in. And today I want to talk about some of the characteristics, and especially understanding the last one changed the entire game for me, guys. First of all, the warrior of the light lives according to his core values. And having values is so important, guys, which is why Stoicism and Miyamoto Musashi resonate so much with me. And if you have values, you differentiate yourself a lot from many other guys these days. And the danger of having no values is that you're more prone to be shaped by negative influences in the world. And your set of values should be carefully considered and handpicked by you. And my values are inspired by Miyamoto Musashi and the Stoics, some of which are respect, humility, discipline, and fearlessness. And this goes hand in hand with the second characteristic. The warrior of the light serves a higher purpose. And this combined with a prior characteristic is an unlimited source of energy. Because when you serve a higher purpose, everything you do matters. And this on the other hand means inaction and being lazy and procrastinating have consequences, since the lack of your best hurts everything. And by serving a higher purpose, you're so far ahead of so many other guys who only serve their selfish egos. Because those who only serve their egos and only live a materialistic life are also those who only work when they feel like it and give up when things get difficult. But once they serve a higher purpose, the frame changes from I should do my best to I have to do my best every single day. And a higher purpose encompasses more than ourselves. For example, to contribute to a better world by helping people, helping to preserve nature, being the best parent to your kids, being the best son or daughter to your parents, or being the best brother or sister to your siblings. And generally, promoting good and being a source of light in this world, as the name Warrior of the Light implies. And like with the core values, it is important that the Warrior of the Light chooses his purpose himself. And this builds the foundation for the next characteristic. The Warrior of the Light is adaptable, while being loyal to his core values and purpose. And that means assuming formlessness. Or as Bruce Lee said, be water, my friend. The Warrior of the Light adapts to the situation and his surroundings. That means, when it's time to teach, he's a teacher. When it's time to learn, he is a student. When it's time to love, he's a lover. When it's time to fight, he is a warrior. When it's time to lead, he's a leader. And the Warrior of the Light does what needs to be done and puts the ego aside and focuses on becoming the best version that he can be, with the best intentions of fulfilling his purpose. A man can only do one thing, never reaching their full potential. For a man whose only tool is a hammer, sees a nail in every problem. So it's important to have many tools at disposal and use what is appropriate for the situation. And this leads us to the next characteristic. The Warrior of the Light has an unconquerable spirit. He dedicates himself with all his energy to his purpose and moves forward relentlessly every single day, regardless of whether he feels like it. For he does not exist to feel comfortable, but to fulfill his duty as a good human being. And knowing that his time on Earth is limited, there's no time for anything but meaningful action right now. Because he knows that he could leave life anytime, and that determines what he does, says, and thinks. He's courageous and takes full responsibility for his action. He never makes excuses and always shows up. The next characteristic. While being a warrior, he is also human, feeling emotions while not being controlled by them. He is compassionate and does not judge other people, for they are only human beings who make mistakes just like him. He's a source of joy and strength to the people that are close to him and to the people who need him. He believes in the best in people and tries to bring forward the best in them, for he knows there are rarely bad or good people in this world, but often there are miserable and joyful people. The last characteristic for today: he knows himself very well. He knows his strengths and weaknesses, and he's completely honest to himself and takes full responsibility for his actions. And knowing himself allows him to strategically improve himself and become the best version that he can be in order to fulfill his purpose. And this allows him to take full control, knowing that in every situation he always has power over himself. If you can keep your wits about you while others are losing theirs and blaming you, the world will be yours and everything in it. What's more, you will be a man, my son.